Students, this is first year, first paper, poetry and drama. I will be discussing here the types of poems, and in that, sonnet is a very important one. We will discuss here how many types of sonnets there are which are in a course. So, the question which generally comes on sonnet is write an essay on the sonnet in English with special reference to Shakespeare and Shakespearean and Miltonic sonnet. There are two kinds of sonnets. First, the Italian sonnet or the Miltonic sonnet, and second, the English sonnet and the Shakespearean sonnet. Let us read now. In Italian, the word sonetto means a song. It is a 14-lined poem with a rhyme scheme. The poet expresses his ideas in 14 lines. Petrarch was one of the earliest sonnet writers in Italy. Wyatt and Surrey, the English ambassadors, brought the sonnet from Italy to England. Petrarch was in 13th century. So actually in 13th century the sonnet cultivated in Italy, and from there the pattern came to England. Types of sonnets. The Petrarchan or Italian sonnet was a poem divided into two parts. And what are those two parts? Octave and sestet. Octave consists of 8 lines, 2 stanzas of 4 lines each called quatrains. The first stanza has the rhyme scheme A, B, B, A, B, B, A. So these are 2 stanzas, and these 2 stanzas, each stanza is called a quatrain because it is of 4 lines. Then we have sestet. These are 2 stanzas of 3 lines each called tercets. So let us count again. 14 lines. 4, 4, 8, 3, 3, 6, 8 and 6, 14. Then also there is a pause in the between of octave and the sestet. The rhyme scheme of Italian sonnet is ABBA, ABBA, CDE, CDE. Milton also used the form in his sonnets, so it is also called the Miltonic sonnet. When we will read the sonnets of Milton, the same pattern of octave and sestet will be followed. I will point it out to you when we do it. Now, the Miltonic sonnet, Milton revived the Italian form. He wrote 23 sonnets in all. He was a Puritan, so he wrote religious sonnets and personal feelings. He belonged to the 17th century. English sonnet or the Shakespearean sonnet. In 16th century, Sir Thomas Wyatt and Henry Howard, Earl of Surrey, these two English diplomats were in Elizabethan times, and they went from England to Italy. From there, they got the Italian sonnet and they changed it into an English sonnet. Surrey made some structural changes in the sonnet. He divided the 14-line sonnet into 3 quatrains and a concluding couplet. So the rhyme scheme of the English sonnet is 3 quatrains. First quatrain ABAB, second quatrain CDCD, third quatrain EFEF, and the last concluding couplet has 2 lines. So 4 lines, 4, 4, 4, 12, and concluding couplet 2, so 14 again. Shakespeare wrote 154 sonnets. 1 to 126 were addressed to a young handsome nobleman whose name was probably W.H. He was Earl of Southampton. And from 127 to 152 are addressed to a woman who came to be called the Dark Lady. The subjects of these sonnets were human feelings, experience, and theme of love. So we have English sonnets. The English sonnets that we have in our course are Shall I Compare Thee, Not Marble Nor the Gilded Monuments, and Remembrance. And in the Miltonic sonnets, which are in our course, are On His Blindness and On His 23rd Birthday. Thank you.